Welcome back to The Person Everyone Needs. I'm your host, Webb Hoggard, and I am in the middle of a stretch of plenty going on, and so I'm not even able to sit down in my tiny studio to get this done today. Today, I'm just out on the road with my family, and so I'm taking a few minutes that maybe I can encourage you on this Tuesday or whatever day you pick this up. I'm so glad you tune in, and our heart has always been that you might be encouraged toward understanding your identity, recognizing the destiny God has on your life, or perhaps beginning to move toward having a legacy. I know we all want to be a people of significance that makes a difference on this world, and so I want to encourage you to do so. One thing I've recognized in recent days as I have been in the middle of travels, I've been to conferences, I've taken trips with my family. We've moved recently, so it seems like my whole life for a little more than a month now has been in flux. But what I keep telling myself and what I keep hearing it feels like is keep hope alive. Like, keep your hope up. Better is coming. My definition of the word hope, and this is and whenever I see it in the Bible, this is the way I read it, is that I believe tomorrow will be better than today. Even if that just means eventually. I may not even mean or think that tomorrow literally will be better than today, but I do think always that it does mean eventually it will get better. Martin Luther said, many years, 500 years ago, he made the comment that nothing is done without hope. Martin Luther, the great reformer, understood that we have to believe that tomorrow is greater than today to accomplish anything in this day. It is the aim that helps us stoke the fire of momentum and direction, which is the idea of hope. Hope also gives you the grit to make it through, the don't give up. I don't care what's happening around me. I'm going to make it through. I'm going to make it up. I'm going to make it forward. That's what hope does. I used to watch this TV show. I don't encourage anyone else to watch it. And I say I watch it. Let me say it differently. I have once watched a TV show called Ted Lasso. And in that TV show, there was a moment where he found some fans. He's a soccer coach, and he found some fans. And the fans, personal mantra in life, it's the hope that kills you, because they had been bad for many years. And man, I found connection with that, because I've been a Washington football team person for many years, and I'll tell you, it's every time that I start to think, oh my gosh, this is our year, and then it's so devastating when it's bad. It's almost like I'd rather it just be bad, or I'd rather just get blown out. If we're going to lose the game anyway, just get blown out so I can leave in the third quarter and I don't have to worry about whether or not we're going to make it back. But I'll tell you, some of the funnest games I ever watched were games that were total blowouts that eventually turn. Momentum turns, the game turns, and they come all the way back. Let me give you one of those circumstances that now is known as one of the greatest games in NFL history, but I watched it live. I remember a night when Tony Dungy had been fired by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after building one of the greatest teams in the NFL. He seemed to not be able to get them over the hump, so they fired him, and he was hired by the Indianapolis Colts. And the following year, they were playing against one another. So here is this super team in Tampa playing against Tony Dungy's incredible Colts team with Peyton Manning. And I believe with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I believe they were down by 21 points. And they brought together one of the greatest comebacks in history. It was an incredible game to watch. Now, if you're at the 5-minute mark and you're seeing the team is down 21 points, most people turn it off. But when you turn off the game with 5 minutes left, you get rid of the opportunity for your comeback. So I don't know where you're at in your life. Maybe you feel like you're a little late starting somewhere. As I joked about recently with both you on this podcast, but also other places, if you're in your late 30s and you're trying to now begin your NBA career, perhaps you have waited too late, but most of the dreams that you have are absolutely attainable no matter where you're at in your life. Some incredible people in this world started very late in life before they ever started moving toward the dreams that they had or what they remembered for. And so I just encourage you today, take a small step in the direction that you want to go, and then decide to do the same thing tomorrow, and then decide to do the same thing the next day, because hope believes tomorrow's going to be better than today. Now, it doesn't happen like it's not going to happen accidentally. You're going to have to take steps toward that. You're going to have to every day decide, this is the direction that I'm going, that I'm making a better place, I'm making a better direction. I'm going to make a better life for myself, for my family, for my company, for my community, for my church. And if you're going to take those steps, let me give you the last piece of encouragement today. This is something I have told multiple people in the last few weeks. I've even sat down with a pastor recently. A pastor sat down with me and asked me if I was wanting to make an impact, like if I was a pastor of his church and wanted to make an impact, what would I encourage him to do? And so the church that I'm serving at right now, we have so many ministries in the house. We have an incredible youth ministry. We have Bible quiz. We have a school. I mean, my goodness, what an incredible ministry our school is. I often tout it as the greatest ministry in Bertie County. And so we have a lot going on constantly. We have mission trips that are constantly going. And then we have some outreach. We have a thing called Bless Bertie. And so we have a ton going on. And that's why he was asking kind of like, where would they start? And I told them, find the closest need that you have. Find the closest one need and go do everything you can to help in that one place. Now, that's the same advice I would give you. If you're saying to yourself, I want to make a difference, I want people to be, I want to be able to help other people, I want to be a blessing, then I'm going to encourage you, the way that you be a blessing for other people, the way you do that is by finding the closest person that you can that has a need and do what you can to fill the need. Now, you're not going to fill their cup. In fact, you shouldn't even expect to. You shouldn't want to be who they rely on. You're not trying to become a crutch for somebody. What you're trying to do is to do all that you can to serve that one person, that one group, that one family, that one church, that one place near you. Serve them in such a way that if you were to die or if you were to leave, that they would miss you. What is the gift that you have to offer that they need? That if you were to provide it on a regular basis, they would miss you if you weren't there. Don't think about all the sheep that need to be saved. Think about the one. Don't focus on the 99. There are 99 problems. There are 99 sheep. There's plenty of stuff to do. We hear heartbreak and heartache every single day. So it's not about being able to find problems. There are problems everywhere. But hope comes from one person, one time, one problem at the time, helping, being consistently involving and investing in those other people. So my encouragement to you today is realize and recognize that your tomorrow is better than your today, and that the best way to make a difference is one at a time. Don't have in your mind that you need to change the world today. Change somebody's world today. A smile, an encouragement, a text message, an invite, a recognition. Take the time to give hope today. And I know this to be the case. People who deal in hope, people who notice the one, those are the people that everyone needs.